Hello, all. Seeking to commune with the old ones but are unable to find a cabal? Fear not, Broken One. We have a Discord. If you desire the latest Brokenverse news, looking for a group to play tabletop games with, or even just want to hang out with a cool group of eldritch monsters, we have what you need. Find our Discord link at linktree/The Broken Lords. That's linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Now we return to our descent into the unknown.
Alright. Hello everyone and welcome again to another episode of the Broken Lords podcast. I'm your referee for today, and we are once again playing Traveler. When last we left our erstwhile heroes and Vox,
Oh yeah.
Savage already.
we were in the midst of a worm battle that may or may not have inspired controversy.
It didn't.
R.I.P. Zoob, that worm was free just like you.
Look, I'm just saying it required no roll, and then all of a sudden, the worm just happened to wrap itself around my hand, and I may or may not be infected now.
Yeah,
Free worm sounds bad.
yeah.
Your Honor, that is the definition of entrapment.
Look, if Snidely hadn't been bitterly paranoid by birth, you guys wouldn't have worn your vac suits, and I would have been able to infect all of you by now. Yeah, so you folks had fought some gross wormy things. The captain and Tass had dove for cover in their respective bolt holes, and the dust has settled, and the captain is peeking out from the doorway of one of the hab huts. Your next plan was to try and get him to fly you up to the observation?
Yes.
Oh, the observation platform. Let's get out of here before any more of those things show up again.
Eric Vaughn kind of looks around very cautiously and begins to creep out towards the air raft.
The area is clear. We need to go up to the station.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's safe?
Yes.
As sure as we'll ever be.
As serious will be while we're on this hellhole.
Oh, all right. Let's go. He begins to fire up the raft. Tass is locked inside the ATV.
Tass, knock knock.
Yeah, she's going to remain there.
There's no room in the air raft for her, is there?
I don't think so. How big is the air raft?
Yeah, you can fit Tass in the air raft. She can come with you.
Okay. Klein's knocking on the glass and asking Tass, hey, are you alright?
She looks very, scared, but as Klein attempts to engage with her, she trusts you guys. You've already saved her butt once. She cracks the door open. I'm sorry.
I'm just glad you're okay. You can come out now.
All right, thank you. She steps out of the ATV.
Alright, you need to stay with us. No place on this planet is safe. So,
I make triply sure that ATV is locked up, secure, just nothing gonna get in without the key, that kind of thing.
All right, easy enough. In fact, you can just take the key card with you and it'd be fine.
Sure, but I also don't want any erstwhile spores that eat protein just blowing in on the wind randomly.
I take Klein aside. Private Klein, I do have to express my reservations about bringing a civilian on board to an evacuation mission. I understand that there's not much we can do about where she can be in terms to our relative safety, but I do have to express that this is, as you say, a liability.
Yeah, I guess I just also saw it being a possible liability if she started to unravel and Klein looks skyward. The last thing I need is more drama right now. I don't know about you.
Which is why I'm mentioning it right now. She is not trained for combat. If she sees something that's untoward, we don't know how she's going to react.
Well, my hope is she'll do exactly what she did in the last situation. She'll take cover and stay out of the way.
I just want to reiterate that we need to get as many people out of here as possible, and we need to be very mindful of the fact that if she becomes a liability, and he kind of waits for you to fill in the blanks.
Davio, pointedly using his first name. It's not that I don't agree. I just don't think it's a good idea to leave her alone. And, further, because I do respect your opinion, if this goes tits over the cliff sideways, you can hold it against me forever.
I do not want to play a game of who is right and who is wrong. I'm just stating that you have military training, I have military training. We don't know if she has it. I am treating them as civilians right now, considering how compromised they are. We've literally found this man in the woods.
Are we trying to evacuate them too?
Yes. But we also have to consider the fact that because we are extracting them, the more targets we have, or rather, the more people we have to take care of, the more our attentions are divided. If we find more civilians to extract, our attention is further divided. It may make us compromised when it comes to potential tangos we may encounter. And I don't know about you, but Vox, though he is very good with the gun, he is an accountant. He is not a soldier.
I get it, Octavio, I do. There's something in me that feels it's necessary to keep all the chickens in sight, lest the coyotes come out.
He actually twinges his muscles on his face.
I already told you, if this goes sideways, you can hold me responsible forever.
It is not that I'm concerned about. It is the fact that we are trying to get as many people off this planet safe as possible. It doesn't matter who's right if we all end up dead.
Of course, but
be mindful of the fact that you have different skills than they do. Useful skills in this situation. They do not.
Sure, but, I mean, it's kind of already done, so...
My opinion is that we should send them back to Kindling Station. I know there's going to be resistance, but we should get them back on the 4A4 so that they are out of the picture. Aside from the captain, we need him in order to bring us to him. But Tass can be extracted right now.
Lydia has a question.
Mm-hmm.
The reason Tass didn't immediately go on the 4A4 is because we couldn't confirm that she was clear.
Well, no, you could have put her in the airlock, in the safe zone that you folks have.
Yeah, so then that's not...
But after being trapped on the 5A7 for an extended period of time, she's not very comfortable with small, dark spaces.
At least while she's alone.
Yeah. She can go in the ATV, but the ATV has windows, glass. It's not
something you don't want in an airlock.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
I know it sounds insensitive and cruel, but we need to prioritize the needs of the many over the needs of the one.
You really think she's gonna listen?
She has no choice. I hate to say it, but what choice does she have? She stays in the car, we send her back, or we bring her to who knows? Are those choices to you? Because I can tell you that the safest thing we can do for her is just to let her stay with the 4A4 and have her wait for evac. We need the captain, otherwise I'd do the same for him.
So right now, when there's pressure, time-wise, to get this figured out, you're saying bring Tass back to Candling and then go up to...
I don't like the idea myself, but...
I don't think we have time. I see it. The loose end is there. I do see it. I just don't think we have the luxury of choice right now.
Well, either that or we keep her in the car. My point remains. We don't know how she's going to react if we encounter deadly targets again. And I assure you that we will definitely find some more up there.
Can we brief her? Instruct her to get down? Just like she did this time, if something happens? Would that help?
I don't know. I don't know what the terrain looks like up there. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. I don't imagine we're going to come across many plant-based stuff in a no-atmosphere area.
Talking to the person that's not here, but also to confirm that we've proven that the fungus is anaerobic because it can live in space.
Right, I forgot that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You at least have evidence that its cells can survive in space. You don't know how functional it is in space, but
Yeah.
could it survive above the atmosphere line? Possibly. You don't know.
Certainly patient zero got it from a place that didn't have any oxygen, so...
Yes.
Wait a minute. There is oxygen in blood, isn't there?
Yes.
This is why there is a blood oxygen level. That's why oxygenated blood cells are more red.
Right. I am assuming oxygen is a catalyzing factor. The fungus, it activates when it is introduced to blood, when it's introduced inside a human body. So, to your point, perhaps it is oxygen that makes these things come alive.
Maybe.
So, the more bodies we give it, the better of a chance that we have to deal with it.
Well, let me just speak to going in the direction you're suggesting. I don't see myself getting through to her and convincing her that staying in the ATV is the best idea. The best shot at that, I see, is perhaps looping in Captain Eric.
He sighs. The problem is that the captain's behavior will change depending on how safe Tass is. And I understand that. I am also a human being. But if we compromise Tass, we may lose the captain as well. So we need to make sure that whatever our plan is...
All right, but look at us. We look like we're conspiring right now.
Yeah, no. Vox is over with the aircraft. Like, the fuck they doing?
Vox would then know what Eric and Tass have been doing in the meantime, as this extended sport huddle has been going on off to the side, with very animated gestures and whatnot. The captain has been running a systems check on the air raft, and Tass is actually brought out some tools and is tuning the air raft up in coordinating with the captain to try and basically get this thing fit to fly, or make sure that it's fit to fly, I should say.
That's a thing.
Always good to have tech support.
Yeah, what was her... Remind me again what her position was?
I think she was an engineer.
She's a junior engineer. Eric is a more senior engineer. Actually, interestingly enough, both of them are capable of competently working on or repairing the air raft.
Better together, though.
Yeah, because only one of them can fly it. And he can't do that and fix it at the same time.
I mean, you can try, it's just not...
But when that ground starts approaching rapidly...
All right. Whatever we decide, we need to do this now. We need to decide what the plan is. Do we
Sure.
take her with us? Because if we do, we need to make absolutely sure that she knows what she needs to do if it hits the fan. And we cannot guarantee her safety at that point.
Okay, well, I think it's fair to tell it to them, instead of you and I discussing theoreticals.
Yes, I agree. I'm just saying that we needed to figure out what we were going to do with them before we could address them.
I think we spell it out plain to both of them and see what they come up with.
All right.
Let them come to the conclusion themselves that they are most satisfied with, because it would probably line up with ours. I think we're all feeling this, looking around at the oh-so-brown landscape of DKB1 Alpha. We're feeling this place.
All right. Let's go meet the rest of them.
I'm not a negotiator, but I think this is the best way forward. I do.
He shrugs. I just want to make sure we get as many people out as we can. That's all.
I totally agree. Now, let's talk to them before they come up with an idea of what we're actually talking about. That's completely not, well.
All right. Let's do it. I guess we reconnect.
Captain and Tass,
Yes?
when you have a second, we need to talk about what happens next.
Well, the air raft it's good to go, really. Eric still looks pretty, tired, but he's definitely worlds better than he was now that he's gotten some food in him.
He was drained, wasn't he? Are you all right? Do you need any more food?
No, I'm fine for now. I think I need rest, but
Sure.
I can do this.
Now, I think you'll appreciate full honesty on what we expect to see once we get up there. It could be more like what we just saw, eyeing a smoldering pile on the ground.
Yes.
Look, I been talking to Tass while we've been working. We would